Welcome to the worst week of writing for 2 hours every day until the first draft of my book is completed. We officially enter the 4th week or the 22nd day, and the first day of the week I did not write at all. And I knew I wouldn't write because I stayed up until 5:30 a.m. the previous day. And actually, this day I had to go to Athens to see my dad and my relatives. I took my laptop with me so that I could write while being there, and I left this beautiful city I currently live in and went to Athens, the capital of Greece, or the cement city as I like to call it. I saw my dad, I saw my grandma, and everything was very nice. And during the night, I could not sleep because I had a very horrible stomachache. I thought that, I just ate too much. But the next day, I realized that I was sick. I was sick the whole day. I couldn't write at all. I was sleeping the whole day. What a pleasant time I had in my first day back in Athens. Nevertheless, I was happy to be back home for a little bit, to look at the familiar neighborhood, at my house, at my dad, at my relatives. It was nice, but it wasn't nice that I was sick. And we're moving to the 3rd day of the 4th week when I wrote for 1 hour. I was still sick. I was feeling unwell, but I did manage to write. And in the evening, when I was feeling a little bit better, my dad and I decided to go to a cafe, a bookstore cafe that was recently opened in the city I moved out from. Unfortunately, there was a planned event at 7 o'clock and we reached there at 6:55, but I did record the place a little bit for you to take a look at. It was very beautiful, the music was very calming, and I wish we had more time to sit. Day 25. I returned to the city I currently live in. I rode in the bus a lot and it was so nice because it was raining outside. I rode for 2 hours and 30 minutes in total. I completed the 25th and the 26th chapters, and I was really looking forward to the 27th chapter because I will return to Irene's point of view, who is currently in an extremely difficult situation. Day 26. I didn't write at all. I woke up unable to turn my head around. I suffered and I also worked for 2 4-hour shifts in my job, so I had to go to my work 2 times and it was an unpleasant day. Day 27. I didn't write at all because I had a slow morning. My neck was still in pain, but not as much as in the beginning. But I just had a slow morning. I woke up at my own pace. I went to the supermarket and actually looked around. It hasn't been a while since I've done that. Nowadays I have a list. I go to the supermarket, I know what I want to buy, and then I leave. But this day I decided to I don't know. This week was so bad. It was actually not that busy at my workplace, and yet I was so tired. And when I returned home, I couldn't stay up late in order to write, so that was another day of not writing at all. And final day of the week, of this very bad week when it comes to writing, I actually did write for 2.5 hours. I completed the 17th chapter, which was from Irene's point of view, and I didn't like it at all, but I decided to keep it regardless. I also spent a lot of time with Cloud AI because Irene was in a location where it used to be ice and glaciers. So instead of doing the research on Google, I asked Cloud to tell me how the location would be after many years of not having rain, if the glaciers melted, if the ice melted, how that location would be like today. And because this area was also supposed to be very cold, I asked Cloud AI to tell me the faces of a person basically freezing to death. Of course, I wouldn't kill my protagonist, but you know, I could like make her come close to it. No, I didn't have in mind that that it would reach that point, but I definitely needed to know the information of the faces. I had heard of paradoxical undressing, where basically things are not working as they should in the brain and the person thinks that they are actually very hot instead of being cold. I had to know these things and at what stage hallucinations begin when it's very cold. So, fourth week, it's a total of 6 hours of writing. All in all, the fourth week was the worst. I think it's been the worst. I wish I had more positive things to say to end this video, maybe on a pleasant note, to say something hopeful. But it was pretty bad. There was this one day of excitement when I wanted to write more because I was very inspired. But then again, I felt very tired the next day. I didn't write at all. And in the final day when I did write for 2.5 hours, I wasn't satisfied with the chapter at all. The progress was so little this week. I am very dissatisfied. So stay tuned for hopefully a better week next week. The good thing is that I still want to write. I am still excited about my story and my characters, even if the progress of this week was minimum, even if I am very dissatisfied with the latest chapter. But I am still excited about my story and I will move forward regardless of the setbacks. So I will see you again next week. Bye bye.